have started the business now, and now you need to keep up with the momentum, guys. Making the first sale is your first sign that the business is growing, because you started at zero. So from zero, now you are on your first sale. How do you keep momentum? How do you keep going? As I said in my previous video, the only way to keep going, the only way to build a business is by continuously doing the things that you did at the first in order to get the first sale. So how did we get the first sale? We got the first sale by advertising our business. It could be on WhatsApp, it could be on Facebook, it could be word of mouth, but that's what led us to getting our first sale. So we need to continuously do whatever it is that got us our first sale until a point where we feel like, okay, we have exhausted this thing and now it's time for us to move on to step number 2 or to the next level, right? So you are going to continuously post on your WhatsApp status or on your Facebook until you get your second sale, your third sale, your fourth sale, right? Bear in mind that just because the first week you did well in business, it does not mean that you are going to do well on your second week. This is where people lose it, and this is where people give up. Guys, obviously when you start a business, everyone is excited for you. Everyone wants to support your business. Like even the people that didn't want to talk to you want to talk to you because they want to support your business. Like this is a new thing, right? Precious is now selling dresses. Precious is now selling clothes. Everyone likes their dresses, your dresses. Everyone wants to support you. Everyone wants to send money to you. Like this is a new thing that you're doing. Like everyone wants to support your family, your friends. Everyone who viewed your status and is genuinely happy for you, they want to support you. They want to support your business because generally, guys, people just want to see people succeed. Generally, people just want to see people succeed. Yeah, I'm not saying all people are good people, but generally people want to see people succeed. So the mistake that we make as entrepreneurs, or where the trap comes in, is on the second week or the second month when sales now start to dwindle. And guys, it is gonna happen. It is gonna happen. Just because your first week was good, it does not mean your second week is gonna be good as well. As I'm saying, is because people supported you, people were excited for you, but now you need to get in touch with people now who don't know you, people who have never met you, right? And the first way to win in business is by changing your mindset. And I think once you digest the fact that business days are not the same. My grandfather used to say, "Amalanga agafani." Today the day is great, but tomorrow the day is not so good. The first thing that you need to digest as a business person is that the days are never the same. The months are never the same. The years are never the same. So now, let me go back to the example of someone who's selling dresses. You have posted on your status, people are loving your dresses, people are supporting you, but now you're on your second week or your second month or wherever you are, but the sales are not so good. What does it tell you? It's telling you that now you need to be doing something different, because the thing that you have been doing for the past week or the first month is no longer working in order for you to move on to the second level. So what does that mean? Now you need to take your strategies to the next level. What does that look like? If you have been using WhatsApp alone, maybe now it's time for you to use Facebook. Maybe now it's time for you to actually create a Facebook page and actually pay for the marketing. And maybe now it's time for you to actually access people. Now it's time for you to knock door to door and actually sell the dresses that you are selling. If you reach a stage where your business is now stagnant, that means that you need to come up with strategies, turnaround strategies, in order for the business to move on to the next level. And this is where people lose it the most. This is where people give up the most. The moment they reach a stagnant, they feel like the business is dying. No, the business is not dying. just needs you to make the next best move, the next big move, because what you have been doing, clearly it's not working anymore. Now you need to move on to bigger things, better things, bigger strategies. Now your business is growing. The money that you are making now you need to use it to grow your business even further. Now you need to take the money that you are getting from the business and invest back into that business. This is where the real entrepreneurs how can I call it? This is where the real entrepreneurs really now come out. Because a typical person would feel like, okay, this thing is not working, I give up, take whatever money that I've made and eat it, life goes on. But an entrepreneur is going to be like, okay, this thing is not working, but I have made like 100 rands. How about I take this 100 rands and go and print some flyers? How about I take this 100 rands and invest in Facebook marketing for my page and actually push the page? How about I print a small board? How about I take these dresses and go door to door? Because in most cases, my neighbors don't know that I'm selling. My neighbors don't know that I'm selling these beautiful dresses. How about I approach a local mall or complex and set up a little stalikinyana where I'm going to advertise my business, where I'm going to put up these dresses? How about I approach a small store and tell them to showcase my things? This is where the real entrepreneur now comes up. It's the strategy. What is your strategy to move your business to the next level? That's how you keep momentum. It first starts in the mind. The sooner you digest that business is about keeping momentum, business is about moving and pushing through to the next stage, the better. I don't know if this makes sense, guys, but whatever got you the first sale is not gonna sustain you, or it can sustain you for a certain period of time, but it can never grow you. I'm not saying you need to stop doing whatever that you did initially. You need to continuously do whatever that you did. If it got you your first sale, it can definitely get you your second and your third and your fourth and your 50th and your 100th. But you will soon realize that you need to do more. If you want this thing to grow even quicker, if you want this thing to grow even bigger, you need to continuously be doing more. This thing, I'm sorry guys, and this road is very bumpy. You need to continuously be doing more in order for the business to grow. You need to set goals for the business. What are your goals? What are your goals? What are your financial goals? What are your financial goals? Where do you want to see yourself in the next 5 years? Is a very long time. Yeah, we can start there, but where do you want to see yourself in the next 3 months? Okay, my first month I made 1,000 rands from selling dresses. In the next 3 months, if I'm able to make 1,000 in 1 month, it means I can make 2,000 after 3 months. I can make 2,000 rands a month after 3 months. But that's gonna require you to do more. You can't keep doing the same thing and expect the business to grow. Yes, you can sustain maybe the same income, but you can't take it to the next level. I'm not saying stop whatever that is that you've been doing, but I am saying you need to start maneuvering in a different way. So if you are in business and your business is stuck, it's stagnant on a certain amount, certain sales, certain amount of customers, your sales are now stagnant, you are not making more sales, you are not having new customers, your business has reached like a roof. Well, that's how you feel, but that's not the truth, because what this indicates is that now you need to be doing other things differently. The very same way that you got your first sale, it can be the very same way that you are going to get your 100th sale. I'm not saying it's not possible, but all I'm saying is that you need to move differently now, right? Unless you are comfortable with making the very same amount of money on a monthly basis, that's also okay. We do have people who are comfortable with that. Well, guys, as long as my kids have eaten, guys, no, as long as I have 2,000 rands in my account, no, guys, as long as now I've eaten, I'm okay. And that's okay, fine. But if you are growing a big business, if you have big goals, which is something that you also need to be setting, but we'll speak about that a little later. But if you want to grow a big company, if your goals are like, if your targets are high, if you want to see this thing actually grow, you need to maneuver differently. And how does that look like? Now you need to think of strategies on how I can reach more people, because now you have reached the maximum. You're not getting any new customers. Now you need to find strategies on how you can get new business, new sales, new customers in your business. How does that look like? It can start by flyers. Your business has been making you money. So now this is where the real entrepreneur comes in, guys. The money that you are making in your business, it can never be just for consumption. You need to invest in marketing your business. You need to invest in marketing your business. One of the highest expenses of each and every business, it needs to be in marketing. Because marketing is the only way that gets your business known to other people who have not met you. When I talk about marketing, I'm talking about flyers. I'm talking about Facebook, having a Facebook page and actually paying. I'm talking about a signboard. But all I'm saying is that you need to invest in marketing. The money that you are making, whether it's little, whether it's a lot, the money that you are making in your business now, you need to invest it back in the business, for the business, in order for the business to multiply. This is where the real entrepreneur comes. Having the wisdom, I don't know if it's wisdom, but having the ability to realize that a certain money, a certain percentage of this 1,000 rands that I have made, I have to invest it in marketing. It's top tier. It's top tier. Do you know that one of the biggest expenses of your Coca-Colas, of these big brands, it's indeed in marketing. They spend a lot. We have known Coca-Cola for how many years, but they are still marketing their business. Marketing is the only way that your business is gonna stay relevant. That is the only way that more people are gonna know you, even people who don't know you. If you don't know if you don't do your marketing, and if you believe that people will support you anyway, it's not gonna work. The business is just not gonna grow, guys. It's not gonna grow. Your WhatsApp statuses is not enough. Your WhatsApp status is not enough. So now you need to move on to Facebook marketing. You need to print flyers. You need to have a signboard. You need to actually do word of mouth. You need to knock door to door. I remember when I was starting a business, guys, I still do it now, but not as much. I used to go door to door to each and every business and tell them about my business. Print a flyer, print a business card, and I go door to door and sell myself. I will make another video about that. Maybe the next video will be about that, because I have come to realize that now that I think about it, I used to get a lot of customers from door to door, because some people are just ready to sell, like they're ready to buy on the spot. People have the ability to place an order on the spot right now. And one of my biggest customers actually came from door to door. Door to door marketing, you must never underestimate door to door marketing. I actually believe that it is the best way to actually even grow your marketing skills, your sales skills, closing sales, talking about your business. You need to do door to door. As draining as it is, you need to do door to door sales. So now if you are marketing your business via WhatsApp, now you need to move on to door to door. Now you need to move on to Facebook. Have a Facebook page, actually pay, have some flyers, and do marketing, more marketing, invest in marketing. I can never say this enough. Market and advertise your business. So if you feel like you have reached a stagnant phase in your business is not growing, it's maybe declining, or the sales are just the sales are declining, or the sales are just standing on one position, that means that you need to do something different. You need to come up with a strategy that is gonna increase your sales. And in most cases, the best strategy that you can implement is marketing. Invest more in marketing. And if you are investing, it means you need to invest more in the marketing of your business. With that said, guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this page. And if you would like consultation on business, how to start a business, how to multiply your business, please drop me an email. I'm gonna link my email on the comment section, and we can talk a little more about your business.